Interesting story coming out of France where a Rwandan immigrant who was seeking asylum burned down the Nantes cathedral. You might know that French city if you're a history buff. The Edict of Nantes was the agreement between the Huguenots, the Protestants in the largely Catholic country, and the Catholic king, which gave Protestants significant religious rights. There had been a lot of religious fighting, and so it's only appropriate that this is the site of a grievous arson in which a cathedral was burned down in the wake of the cathedral being burned down in Paris. The person who confessed to setting the fire is a 40-year-old Rwandan who was being investigated at the time that he stabbed the Catholic priest who was giving him housing to death. This just happened recently. French President Emmanuel Macron praised the generosity of Fr Maire and said his thoughts were with all of the Catholics in France. This just goes to show the real problem that Europe is currently facing, given that it has proximity to a lot of the parts of the world that are facing poor situations for people to live in, such as the Middle East, such as Africa. And it's kind of similar to the problem that the United States has in that it physically abuts Central and South America, where there are a lot of similar problems. However, there are a lot more cultural issues, seeing as America has a long history of having Hispanic people successfully integrate into the culture. However, in Europe, they do not have that, and there are clashes between Islamic people, and in this instance, there was this Rwandan man who took it upon himself to burn down a cathedral, who then abused the generosity of the priest who was putting him up as they investigated his role, although he confessed to doing it, so I don't know how much investigation they had to do, by murdering him. It's a pretty cut and dry story. However, it is one that is exemplary of greater problems that are plaguing the Western world.